What's up, guys? I'm gonna try to get back to some old footage that I shot about the third week in May, I think. Round 3 for Fescue was fungicides, and I put out a full rate of the 41% or propiconazole, which was like 32 ounces, and some liquid ag fertilizer that I get from my hair, and just a real low rate, about 64 ounces of that. I didn't video all of them. I just did like part of one day and part of another day. I got through all the Fescue in about 2 weeks spraying round 3 the fungicide. What made me think about getting back to it was this morning, one of my buddies that sprays called me and said that his is the way he texted me. His exact text was, "I'm laid up with the shingles," and I got a customer calling me saying they got brown patch. Can you go look at it? So I'm gonna go look at it and treat it for him. And since he's laid up with the shingles, don't want him to lose one of his yards over the shingles. Anyhow, I'm gonna check that out, and I'm gonna get this little bit of fungicide video that I shot toward the end of last month, May, packaged up and put out for you so you can see that. Anyway, enjoy this. What's going on this morning, guys? We're gonna start round 3, ding ding ding, on Fescue, which is fungicides. Throw a little extra something in there, and for nutrition, and we'll see what we're looking like as far as weeds from yard to yard. But it's pretty late to get this started. It's like the 22nd of May, something like that. Usually we'll have all this down by mid-May, but this year it's been pretty mild, pretty dry, not really conducive to fungus, and I've been super busy on warm season yards, so I've had a little reprieve. But we're gonna whip in the neighborhood here and hit this first yard. We're gonna try to get this whole neighborhood done today, maybe. But anyway, we'll get to the first yard and we'll check it out. All right, well, this is the first one in this neighborhood. This brand new to me in the fall. It was just a patch of doveweed, and we killed it off, aerated, seeded with the good Triple Threat Plus. It is non-irrigated, and it has been hot and dry, so I'm expecting to see some pretty punished spots in this. And it, like I said, with all the weeds in it last year, probably got a history of being a little weedy. It's a little drying out right there. A little poa still in it. How about that? Overall, holding up good. We're gonna get this fungicide on it, and we'll look around for some weeds, see if I need to spray any weed control. Okay, here's the next one. He's got some issues creeping in. I don't have my glasses on. Yeah, all right, see how we got. Some lesions on that. I get it focused. We're gonna get it sprayed. Like I said, we're behind. And I do recall that in between me getting back to it after I seeded it initially, overseeded it, he had thrown some coated blue seed in this spot, and it did just like I thought it would. It came up and croaked out. Making tracks through these yards, getting them sprayed. I got a lot to get through, so I don't know how much videoing I'll do. But round 1 here, what we are going out with today, and what we generally do round 1, is a full preventative rate of the 41% propiconazole. That product is a little oily and can be hot. So if it's sweltering outside or the grass is super stressed, some of this is borderline where I think I should be putting that on because of the dryness. But I'm rolling anyway. I'm just saying what you should do. You need to watch out for that product because it can burn the turf and stun it. The 14.1 or whatever it is, the lower percentage, is a different formula. Propiconazole is a different formulation. It is not as hot as this 41% stuff. So you'd be safer with that, but you got to use a butt ton of it. Read your label and go with the high preventative rate if you're running it alone. In some of our later applications, we'll combine different products that have a synergy, and we'll talk about that on those apps. But this app is just going to be the straight propiconazole. I'm running a little bit of a liquid fertilizer that I've been using for years. This is a 1088 with micros. That's from Maharan. Nifty little product. I run that at about anywhere from a gallon to a half gallon an acre. In the first one I showed you, I went ahead and mixed a little three-way weed control and another half-pound rate of prodiamine, which would have me putting 2 pounds on that so far since January. So because that thing had a horrific dove weed. It was nothing but dove weed when I got it in the fall, and we sprayed all that out with diquat and glyphosate in the fall and overseeded. But I'm concerned about the dove weed returning in that property because there was a lot of it. So doubling down on the pre-emergence. On this one here, no weed control, just the fertilizer and the full preventative rate of the 41% propiconazole, which is 32 ounces. All right, on to the next one. I washed the turf mobile yesterday, so I feel like I need to get it in the video. Oh, shiny. The third one in this neighborhood. A little small yard. Looks like we got some mowing damage. Let's check this out. I don't know why the hell you wouldn't just look at that crap. Not a fan of that. If you're gonna mow this yard, you'd come across it and turn in the driveway, not in the yard like that and clump all that grass up. That's jacked up. And this one's next. It's pretty strong. Check out the back, but so far so good on this one. Just a little fungicide, little preventative, little nutritive. Have it wrapped up. There's the back. She's a growing. All right, I've got this one right here. I just got a report from another guy that does the same thing I do. He said he rode by this one last night and the irrigation was running. So he got told on. But anyway, we got 3 down here on this end, so we're gonna park in one spot and knock them all out. Got that one right there in front of us, that one, and that white house right there. Sorry, I'm trying to drive and play with my phone at the same time. Golly, these look great. Like I said, I'm not gonna spend a whole heck of a lot of time on videoing, but I got this one. These are the 3 down in the bottom of the cul-de-sac that we just drove up to. Here's across the backyards. This backyard stops about at that bird feeder right there. Then the next one goes to the other side of that bird feeder. And then the next one goes to where you can see that wood line right there. But they all look all right. Boom. Here's the front on this one. Pretty solid, good color, super chicken. There you go, we'll ride around, we'll ride the permagreen with you. This is the one the guy told me and said he saw the irrigation running on it last night. Hell, he needs to And he's running about every night. He must have just got it turned on or something. I don't know, but that's toast. Crap. Oh well. The rest of it looks alright. Got some dry spots in it. This one had some big irrigation issues last year. Kind of hard to overcome that if you don't get it fixed with this fescue. This is the same one that was dried out after the sprinkler got fixed. That was a few weeks ago when it was dried out. All right, we've moved on to another neighborhood here. This is West Haven. Virginia buttonweed. Just mixed up in the flow zone about 1.2 ounces of change up and about an ounce of hook surfactant to the gallon of water. And we're gonna spot treat these buttonweeds popping up in here. This one has had some little spots where the irrigation was not sufficient. In that first good flush of hot weather we had, scorched some of it, but it rained a lot yesterday, so it is kind of coming back some. And these spots here are pretty evident what that is. This dog urine. Pretty much if they could keep some water nearby or just hit the irrigation after the dog goes out or something, you could alleviate a lot of that just by watering that in. But anyhow, I got the buttonweed treated. This yard right here is from my last video, the St. Augustine covered in dirt with tons of weeds. It's been about 5 days since I sprayed it. See a reduction in the broadleaf stuff. The grassy weeds are still present. I might have to come back and do something about that, but it'll take a couple weeks to really see this stuff start to dent up and hopefully see this St. Augustine coming on. I do notice some lesions from brown, like a patch fungus in some of the St. Augustine. I'll show you an example of that. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it too with fungicide since we're here. I don't know if I'll really video anymore today. I might just take pictures. This one overall pretty good. Fungicide, spot sprayed a few weeds. I actually ran a little bit of fertilizer out on this, just a little bit, about 1/8 of a pound rate of N. He's got a little fungus in it, but what I'm noticing, got kind of a haze, but that is probably maybe lawnmower blade related. Pretty thick grass. The blades are dull, it's definitely gonna struggle, but you can see up in there some little yellowing from some fungus starting to happen. I think we put the brakes on it. We can get a video one more place. Started this in the fall from just bare dirt. It ain't looking bad. Probably, you know, we've just had a big rain, so you're gonna see some yellow and some fungus starting to happen. So we're gonna get this sprayed. Probably put a little fertilizer on this thing too, since it's new. Just keep pushing it. Boom. No, this is a new yard that I put in the fall. It was centipede. I killed it off and put in this fescue. They got some heavy duty buttonweed. Spot treating this also with change up, full rated change up. You know, we've already addressed weeds, broadcasting a couple times on the property since beginning of the year. It's looking pretty good right now. This dude here is my lone bent grass yard. I got Creeping Charlie in it and always have. I've had a hell of a time getting it out. Everything you spray on the bent grass dings it up. I've tried something else on it this time. We'll see how it works out. But I also fertilized it and sprayed my fungicide on it. The front's fescue. It looks pretty good. Fescue in the front, no complaints here. So he had irrigation issues. I actually came over here and fixed it. I don't enjoy fixing irrigation, but all that's bouncing back. I'm not too worried about it. Every year something here with the irrigation. The grass grows and over the winter and pins the heads down and they won't pop up or clog up or whatever. So there's one right there that I had to dig up and replace. Oh well, on to the next. With this one here, we're dealing with a little creeping Charlie and thin spots in the deep shade here. Spot spray them and some change up, see how that does. And he's got almost 2 acres of fescue that drop back to the river there. It's all pretty good.